Hi everybody, my name is Hirani and my video today will be about my first time playing volleyball. Well, my first game for volleyball. So, um, when I was in 6th grade, that's when I started playing volleyball. I don't know. My mom told me that playing volleyball is very intense and stuff. She was like, try a sport. Your middle school doesn't have that many sports for girls, so it's like try volleyball. So I'm like, okay, I'll try volleyball. And my best friend was telling me that like her older sister does volleyball and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, let's try it. So me and my best friend, we tried out together and we actually liked it. It was very intense, but beginners are like very stressful and stuff like that. So it was very complicated when we first was learning. But in my first game, so I don't remember what number I had, but I know when I first started, I never served underhand. And underhand is pretty much when you're like, you have the ball and you go underhand. I've always served overhand, but I was standing serving. I was never like jump floating. That's the serve that I do now. I was never jump floating. I was always standing serving. So I know that my serves were like hard because it was like standing serve wasn't like 6th grade level. But I just had so much power in my arms. I don't understand why. But yeah, and it was very difficult. It was very difficult to deal with other females who weren't like in the same strength as me. And it's like I've been always playing sports since I was younger, so it's like that was my first time playing a sport, but I knew how to play this sport, if you get that. So yeah, my first game, we lost like crazy. But it was actually fun. Like, as competitive as I am, I actually like playing it, and that's actually why I came to practices after the first game, went to other games after the first game. Like, I just kept going. Now I'm in 11th grade playing for varsity. But yeah, volleyball was just like, it got my adrenaline going. It made me real happy and stuff when I was playing. And I'm pretty sure I think I ran off like a few points when I first served, and I was like very happy and stuff. But my team wasn't good enough. We wasn't good enough to get 25 out of 3. So, well, yeah, 25 out of 3. So it was okay. I remember on my 7th grade year, we went undefeated. I think it was my 8th grade year. We went undefeated, and then we went to like the playoffs or whatever, and we were so good, and we were so happy that we we got to an accomplishment, like we undefeated. But we forgot, like, you got to get out your head and you got to be in the game. And we were so used to like people serving out all the time, people balls hitting the net. It was just like, dang, like we weren't ready for the team that we was playing. And that team, like, I wouldn't say they cooked us, because like we had very good competition, but we made plenty of mistakes and it was just horrible. But like, I am very competitive, so I've cried after the game. And I was talking to my dad, and he's telling me like, your team is very good, like y'all not bad. So it's like, you can't sit here and cry thinking like y'all the worst team. He's like, y'all went undefeated, So like, it really pushed me, and it made me like realize like I actually like volleyball. And if it's like, I don't cry in front of people, so if it's like getting me to the point where like I get emotional in front of people and stuff like that, like obviously I'm passionate about it. Like, it means something to me. So I wanted to play for high school, and when I found out about Palumbo's high school team, I knew immediately I had to have everything done. I had to be varsity first year. But I started off my freshman year for my season for freshman year, I was on the JV team. But at the end of JV season, I ended up switching over to varsity for like the playoffs and stuff. But because of the SEPTA strike, I had issues and I couldn't, finish the season off. But 10th grade year, we went pretty far. We went to districts and stuff like that. We didn't be against districts and all that, but we had good competition, and it opened our eyes into things that we really need to focus on. And now I'm in 11th grade year. Currently, we're undefeated, so can't wait to see for the rest of our season. But that was my first time playing volleyball. It was very good for me. I really loved it. And yeah, that's all.